People who, in many instances, have absolutely no clue what they are doing. The Marxists, the anarchists, the looters, the agitators.
Okay.
Sync our audio.
Well,
that was also a weak clap.
Welcome back to the Weak Clap Podcast, your show about really doable STIs.
Yeah. The weak clap. Yeah, you can live with it.
It's
truly
fine.
It's
episode
weak.
172 of Inane Blather. At Inane Blather, at Inane Blather Pod. 206-588-6746. Oh man, I was trying to remember what that was. And the only show on the internet where all three of us have watched the Odyssey and liked it. So that's something you're going to have to contend with. All right? Mm-hmm. We're talking about Christopher Nolan.
I'm sure he's a genius.
But
especially at writing women, we all know this.
Yes. Yeah, I watched nothing but Christopher Nolan movies all week, and
I am now a reactionary conservative.
so we're going to talk about it. No, but
right-wing men love Christopher Nolan.
and that's how I fell down the rabbit hole and joined a cult.
Broke your ankle.
Called Inane Blather, and I became
and Inane Blather to you.
One with the many, and many are now one. We are all
headstrong, stubborn, quibbling, self-centered, vindictive, obnoxious, hormonal, sexually preoccupied, evil, thieving, cross-dressing jerks.
Cross-dressing jerks.
That's the one. That's the one.
Mm-hmm. That's the rule. That's the goal.
When baboons kidnapped and ate him.
So, the weather's hot. It's been a few weeks since our last one, and it's just been nothing but smoke and heat, and our pets' heads are falling off.
Yeah, it has been. It was hot today, I feel like, but I went over to the Strait of Juan de Fuca.
Is that the one that Iran has control of?
Yeah, it was like, it seemed peaceful to me. I didn't even see barely one oil tanker.
Yeah.
No.
There weren't any aircraft carriers.
Yeah. It's like, oh, that was Canada that I was seeing.
Oh.
But you can see Canada from across the water there, like outside of Port Angeles. And I actually got to escape both the heat and the smoke. It was very lovely on the water there. You know, it's not the ocean, but it is ocean water, and it was quite a lovely little getaway for a little girls' weekend. A little girls' weekend. We were like,
yeah,
and we put our hair in pigtails and like pooped our pants and skinned our knees all weekend.
Rode bicycles with training wheels. Little girls' weekend.
Yeah. And one of us drowned because we were on the beach, and it was really sad.
We had no supervision.
That's so cute.
Yeah. Oh, so cute. Bye-bye. No, but it was a shout out to the Port Angeles area. Really, really lovely walking through the woods there. You know, it's quite lovely.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you keep driving out there, you get out to Forks, Washington is out kind of in that area of the Olympic Peninsula. If you're looking for, well, it's close for me, but that was still like a 3-hour drive. But I got to take the ferry. But, you know, shout out to the Olympic Peninsula, I guess. Beautiful area, stays pretty temperate, and nice misty mornings, you know, slow, cool, kind of foggy mornings. And then sun came through in the afternoon. Nice breeze. Oh, forget about it. Come on. Golly,
shout out to the Washington State Department of Transportation, running the largest ferry system in the United States.
4th largest in the world.
Is it?
So, It is.
What are the first three?
That was lovely.
You call yourself a
I don't
fairy
know, somewhere
head?
in fucking Middle East or something. I don't know. India.
Strait of
probably, or
Hormuz?
some shit. Who knows? I don't care. It's bigger than New York City's fucking bitch ass ferry system and whatever San Francisco or whatever they got going on. I don't know anyone else. So, but I do know there's a lot of ferries in San Francisco. Am I right?
Hey!
I can say that because I'm a
Shots fired.
What?
But yeah, and then I came back to Seattle, and it was very smoky. I mean, in the distance, around you can't see the mountains, but it doesn't smell like smoke. But it still sucks because it's like, this is my summer. So,
yeah, the whole summer.
thanks.
That's what got me. I went to Las Vegas, drove there and back, and driving through Eastern Oregon and some of Idaho, it was so unbelievably smoky. It was wild. I'm just so glad that none of the fires had got up to the interstate. They had closed part of the interstate earlier in the week. And it was so bad. You can't see out to the horizon, driving these big, wide open stretches, and you can't see anything. But then even in down in Nevada, that we could see a fire up in the mountains when we were driving through Ely, and helicopters dropping water on it. And then the smoke started settling in Las Vegas while we were there. It was smoky. You could see it out in the whole valley. And then still, we drive back, and the closer we get to the Columbia Basin, the smokier it got until, once I was within 10 miles of home, I could just smell smoke in the car. I was like, and now it's even worse than when we left. It's been horrific. Like, my throat's sore constantly. It's crazy.
That's from sucking dick, Doug.
Oh, yeah. Plus, I keep screaming at customer service associates and servers at restaurants if they make sure they know they're not getting a tip.
One time I saw a tweet that said, the person you are when you're asking for a customer service representative on automated phone line is who you really are as a person. And I said, uh-oh.
100% disagree.
No. That's what I said. You turned me into this animal. You made me into this screaming at a computer person.
That's the people
00000.
that are saying like, oh yeah, you called robots and AI clankers, and people just want to figure out ways to knock over the robots and stuff like that. That's what people really are. They're animals. It's like, no, those are robots. Those are abominations of mankind's own creation.
Yeah, it's called hubris. Ever heard of it?
Yeah, exactly.
We're trying
to help you.
Yeah.
Oh man, my connection's really bad.
My internet has been so fucking slow lately. It's been so annoying at our house. It just cuts in and out. Like, my phone is like...
You're constantly like 1 to 2 seconds behind on my end.
Yeah, same.
Okay. I was like, well, I'm going to have to tell Sophia to stop playing Roblox, but I got fast internet.
And I just touched my earbud, so it opened my Apple Music that I don't use. So,
dang it.
Manifesto of petty grievances.
What the fuck?
Okay, actually, this leads me... Wait, Danae, do you have anything? We just chatted about our weather and our Port Angeles.
I had a quick little thing. I went to a...
Well, anyways.
It was a flash tattoo event. It was a fundraiser for a local tattoo artist.
That's
Thank
cool.
you, Doug. Local tattoo artist who has breast cancer, and so like 40 artists got together at the convention center to do flash tattoos, like
cool.
$50, $80. I think the most I saw was like 120. And like line out the door, hundreds of people. Incredible. We got there around it started at noon. We got there around 12:15. I think we waited maybe 2 hours in line to pay to get tattoos. They had a whole thing of flash.
You
There
got a
were
Nazi
so many
tattoo.
sheets. There were so many sheets that I was like, I can't tell if this is generative AI or if someone did this.
Mm-hmm.
And there was several sheets that I was like, no, this is actually generative AI. And it's crazy that people are paying to put these on their bodies. Cowboy actually, there was one he wanted to get. And I was like, that doesn't look right to me. Like, let me do a reverse image search on this. And I found like an original of the tattoo that was like on Pinterest and it looked correct. And I was like, okay, so this actually is just from ChatGPT or something. And I was like, oh, that's a bummer. So he didn't end up getting that. But
yeah.
Anyways,
I
was
bad.
like,
He got it on his face. So he had to make the right choice.
I don't know. It was so weird. It was bittersweet because I was like, yeah, I want to go get flash tattoos and I want to support a good cause. But like, what is up with all of this freaking AI? People are getting AI tattooed on their body.
I feel like that's, we were talking a little bit before this about, people using AI as the tool that it really could have been if we weren't such a fucking capitalist brained society. That it's like, it can really, like, researchers can use it as a tool. It could have been a tool if it was, like, released in a way that we couldn't just use it for whatever we want. But even then, it's like, okay, trying to get by in your day-to-day, and you're trying to do work, and you're working in your community, da-da-da-da. As an artist.
Yes.
Like, as an artist, as your job, it's like, that's like, whoa, bro, you're putting yourself out of fucking business, idiot. I mean, like, truly in a disgusting way where it's like, do you feel like you're a creator, like an artist? Like, you were called to do this?
Do you enjoy doing this? Do you enjoy creating?
And part of it that was so frustrating is, like, there was nothing, like, there was only 2 sheets out of 35 that actually had an artist signature on them. And then another, like, 2 or 3 sheets that were labeled with like a certain like number and letter, and like they had announced, oh, the letter L is for local artists and those are done by the local artist. And I was like, okay, cool. So what are the rest of these? I don't know. And
I found a couple of L's.
So like, and the way that they did the event was like, you just buy the tattoo and you don't get to choose the artist. You just take the stencil to whatever artist is available and they do it for you. And so like, I understand like wanting to have it like operationally efficient to like get as many people through and like raise as much money as possible. But my thing is like, every single artist in there has apprenticed at one point. Every single one has had to create Flash during their apprenticeship and as a tattoo artist. And I'm like, it's wild to me that having 40 artists in here, y'all couldn't each just put one sheet forward of like something that's like somewhat original.
Yeah.
And like it doesn't even have to be crazy. It could just be basic stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
even
there
if
was
the
like things
idea
I was
is
like,
original,
Flash.
it's your work.
They're like, they're just spent $40 for the tiniest little, it's like literally like 1 inch. It's an alien with heart eyes. It was some Flash tattoo. It's like,
and that would be so cute.
It's like, that's what it's like. That's Flash. That's what you're going to get with that kind of money. It's something tiny with like takes like 15 minutes. So they couldn't
exactly
like draw it out for you.
To me, it was just like
grok.
Oh my gosh. It was just such a bummer.
Yeah, it's like you flip through the pages and you could see it go from Claude images to ChatGPT and then Grok in the back. Everyone's like, what the fuck are these?
Yeah. And like
it's all Nazi tattoos.
Then you get the Nazis. Yeah.
all of the advertisements and like the flyers and stuff for the event use generative AI, and I was like kind of giving that a pass because I'm like, I totally understand that you're busy.
Sure.
And you're trying to market this thing. I'm grossed out by it, but like I get it. But I wasn't expecting to get there and be like, oh, like 75% of the art is actually no one's art. It's slop. Got
Claude.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
Steel slop. Hey, I mean, I use generative AI for every one of our thumbnails. No one ever says anything to me.
What?
I
No, I'm
never
just
look at our
kidding.
thumbnails.
No,
I was
use-
like, isn't it our thumbnails our logo or something? Or
No.
us faces? Us faces?
Yeah, no, I use Canva. I'm just talking shit.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a graphic designer and I still use Canva.
I'm so glad I don't
just-
have to do any of that
Canva-
stuff anymore.
I go to a random timestamp in the video and be like, that's a funny face of one of us. And then
Yeah.
I get my fonts and I put it on there.
But my thing is, like, in the age of AI and how that we do have Canva available, I just don't think
You can use
I don't
AI
think
in
it's an
Canva,
excuse.
too.
It's so easy to use Canva.
Mm-hmm.
I feel
And
like
also,
it's
like,
more...
The more basic now, the better, because people can tell that it's actually like someone made it instead
True.
of someone throwing it into ChatGPT.
But then you're supporting Canva, which is a horrible
What's
company
wrong with
like all the
Canva?
other ones.
Everyone is.
You need to
Every
watch the
single
4.5
company
hour.
is out.
You need to watch the new 4.5 hour long
is
H
there a
Bomber
video
guy
of
H
video.
Bomber guy.
Dang it!
Oh my
They're
gosh!
all
Wait,
bad.
shout out to actually that brings it up. H Bomber guy's 4-hour video. Shout out Carlos Maza, one of my very favorite creators who has not been making content for like years now, several years. Made a short video today, posted it called Video Essay Creep, talking about the length of videos getting longer and longer and longer. ContraPoint started with one video a month, 10, 15 minutes. H Bomber guy the same. And now they're putting out one thing a year that's like several hours long and just like talking about that actually for content creators, maybe something more dangerous than the negative comments in a way is the positive comments that people say, I want more, give me more, I want more. And so then you like really like these people that are already maybe perfectionists and like, you know, they want to give back. And this parasocial relationship that definitely works both ways, you know, where it's like you're all this anonymous positive feedback and, you know, like that feeds into your desire to do a really good job. So you're up at 4 a.m. doing these edits and like it was really good. But also I was like, oh my God, so glad you're back. Please, more
what's
videos.
funny
No, it said,
is-
if you want.
I thought to myself how funny it was that I saw that video in my feed and I was like, oh my gosh, I knew Carlos Maza, and it was called Video Essay Creep, and I was like, it's kind of funny that I don't really want to put it on right now because it's too short. It's like 15 minutes. I listened to hour plus videos nonstop usually.
I do too,
Although,
but sometimes I want something 20 minutes.
yeah, that's what the majority report's for me. No, but it was I'm gonna watch it, but I was like, man, that's kind of funny that I see it. I'm like, oh, 15 minutes. I got to get back to my 8-hour long Fallout 4 lore video. That's what's going on in my head while I'm at work, because then I don't have to listen that much.
Yeah, I think
True.
the thing is we are all complicit because well, or whatever. We're all, you know, victims
Yeah.
of capitalism. There is no what is it? What is this phrase I'm
There's
looking
no
for?
ethical consumption under capitalism. That's what I was
Yeah,
going to say
I
earlier
understand
with,
that.
about
And-
You just have
Canva.
to do what you can do.
Yes.
But it's like, damn, they make it
Yes,
hard to do
and-
anything fucking right.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Yes, but it's also like I don't know, maybe it's just my algorithm or whatever, but it just feels like it's becoming so much more calm, and then I'm like, okay, this is
It's
that
wild.
implicit consent that we're not okay, so we're not saying anything about this now, like this is just the way it is, and I'm like, I don't know that that's how I want to live life. I'm like, hey, I would really like us to just think about this again. But
Yeah.
anyway,
But that's
but
just
also I get it. I
the
get it.
market. I mean, that's showing the market and how, this feedback loop that you're talking about. I mean, that people want more, and so then they're making more until we're at the video version of wealth inequality, where either you get a 4-hour long deep dive that's incredibly well researched, or you flip through TikToks that just blast your brain just nonstop. It's like I listen to 2-hour long videos while I'm at work, and when I'm on TikTok, I hardly ever make it to the end of a video before moving on. I'm just like, whatever, next
Right.
one. Yeah. And it's like, man, this is bad. This is so bad for my brain.
It's just awful. You know, like the feeling of like, so we're just going to do this. I said that one time, like a while back. I got so mad, like talking to Umberto, not at Umberto. We were just talking about where it's like, so like the environment like really can just fuck off now, I guess. It just can really, it's like, you know, and I was even talking about this with one of my friends who is a climate activist. She's like the campaign director for an environmentalist nonprofit. And how it's like, I mean, obviously, fight till the very end. You're always fighting the good fight and all of that. But just like, damn, we didn't do enough to mitigate the impacts already, and we're playing catch up. And that's like, I'm so glad that people like her are still out there, like really like trying to get whatever wins we can. But it is like, wow, I feel just, I mean, I'm going to recycle and I'm going to do my best to, you know, care for the environment in the small way that I can. But it's truly just like, what a fucking bummer.
It's overwhelming.
That it's just like, wow, it's just happening. And we're talking about the smoke and, you know, all the lack of snowpack leading to like very, 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 very dry conditions.
Yeah.
Even if someone didn't light it on fire on purpose, like a literal
Data
psycho,
centers.
like truly, literally. Yeah. I mean,
that's what gets me.
All of these drinking up water. Yes. We already have drought conditions. We already know all these things. And we just, like when AI, it's like people are using it and it's just everywhere. It was like, man, it's like really, like, we're not going to do it. It's like, we're not going to do it.
It's not going to turn around. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I just saw, man, have you heard of these, the space mirrors that they're putting up?
Is that like from Futurama?
God.
Only a couple $1,000s a minute or something.
$5,000 a minute. Yeah.
For what?
Yeah.
For these
That's
mirrors
so
to redirect light back onto the earth when it's dark so that you're still getting light for like solar and for other things. Literally, like, it's like a reverse Mr. Burns thing. There's already a contract that's gone through where they're going to put more of these up. Yeah. Yes. And it's like, what is it? It's like 4 times the light of like a bright full moon night shining directly back onto the earth. And it would completely screw up any, of course, animal, ecological balance in that area. It's wild. It's like, yes, I immediately first thought of Futurama too.
I'm curious, like how
that's a little bright.
Yeah,
like how targeted it is. I didn't see that much. Like how big of a area are we talking?
Let's see.
Are we talking a couple of feet? Are we talking a couple of miles?
Yeah, let's see. The startup Reflect Orbital received regulatory approval from the U.S. Federal Communications Commission to test an experimental 59 by 59 foot mirror satellite called Arundel 1 on-demand sunlight for industrial and emergency utility. Let's see. Light pollution, astronomical interference. There's no regulations on these things. Well, let's see what Astronomy Magazine says about it. I just hope they all fall back to Earth directly onto like the Supreme Court building or something. Just
yeah, but it'll probably land on a school in Iran, you know?
The company's long-term ambition is a constellation of up to 50,000 orbiting mirrors that could extend solar panel output past sunset, light disaster zones, or replace street lights. Yeah, that would replace street lights if you're just making it daylight
it's
again.
The sun.
Where it is.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Let's see. Oh, a deployable reflector projecting a roughly 3.1 mile wide beam of light.
Yikes.
That's a little bright. Like, that's all I can think is that guy like, burns him up.
That's a little bright. Yeah, let's see. AAS argued in a public statement that the satellite puts research telescopes at risk, could momentarily blind pilots or drivers, and, quote, as Reflect Orbital stated in its own FCC filings, could cause potential permanent eye damage to anyone looking through a mid-sized telescope. Scale that up to a future fleet in the tens of thousands and the danger compounds. Wow. The FCC's Space Bureau wrote that approving their application, quote, serves the public interest to encourage the provision of new technologies and services to the public. How fucking broad is that? It's like, yeah, that's well, it's good because it's technology. It's good. That's why Skynet and T-1000, they're getting approved next.
It's space technology.
Yeah.
It's not just technology.
It's
got
space technology.
That's the future.
Industry.
The future is space.
Science and technology.
Them. Yeah.
Men putting screwdrivers into things.
Did either of you ever read Octavia Butler's Parable of the Sower?
Yeah,
No.
I was just thinking about that book the other day, actually.
What's it about?
Oh, man.
In the midst of the smoke, and it was so weird.
Prescient.
It's a post-apocalyptic American sci-fi novel. In the book, the year is 2026, and a Christian nationalist president is running, or a guy is running for president, and his slogan is "Make America Great Again."
What?
Yeah,
from, like,
this
the
was written in
90s.
1991.
What the fuck?
And
I mean, I've heard that title.
the government has
They're
been putting a bunch of money into space exploration, even though like people are starving and poor, and like there's more like houseless
Gun
population
violence
than
like
ever
crazy,
before.
and like drug
And
abuse of like
drug there's a drug in the book that like makes people like want to set fires because it makes them more high, so they also have
Makes
to
them
deal
horny.
with like crazy
Yeah.
wildfires and stuff.
pyros.
Anyway, it's so fun to read that and just feel like it's only moments away.
And they're
Great.
literally escaping. They're
Great
trying to
book.
escape up to Washington, like from California. They're trying to go up, like
Yeah,
or I mean,
they're
like
trying
that's
to
like where the
just
safe
go
space.
north.
Like maybe you can get up to Canada, you know. And,
Yeah, maybe you can get up where
it's-
where water doesn't cost as much because it's too expensive. And also company towns have come back in that book and
Oh,
like
yeah.
basically just indentured servitude because people are like, well, we can just go work. There's jobs there and we'll be able to live there too.
So
And
it's
they're
a
never able to
post-apocalyptic
leave.
Grapes of Wrath kind of thing.
Yeah, probably.
Oh yeah, that's
It's-
funny.
Highly
Yeah,
recommend
it's
if
really-
anyone hasn't read it yet, but
I read.
Yeah,
the
I read
Grapes
it a
of
couple
Wrath.
years
That's
ago,
funny.
and it's it's
That's
comes back again. It's
crazy.
people are just
Really?
so fucking stupid. I just like him. I can't get over
Yeah.
it. But you know what? That's not true. People are extremely greedy, and
Mhm.
you know, because we say the love of money
Because we're
is the root
pushed
of all
to
evil.
be greedy.
Because
Because we're
we have to survive.
made to, have to believe.
Customer service representative. You know, that's
I want to speak to an agent. That's who you really are. You know what's
I want to talk to a person. That's who I really am.
Yeah,
That's who I
exactly.
really am.
'Cause I like to
you know,
talk
I don't
to
like
people.
AI because you know what? It doesn't know shit about people. It's
No.
like a tool that's like a calculator
know
that can
anything.
like sort of interact with. It doesn't know shit. And I don't trust it to like say maybe you know, choose the price of the food that I'm going to eat or whatever, that because you know, I have to like eat food. You ever
Yeah.
heard of that? To survive? Do you guys have that thing too where you have to like
No, I'm
intake
an
enough
AI.
calories to like
a couple
sustain
times
your
a day. It's really annoying.
to your brain function so your heart
6 to
doesn't
7
shut
times a
down
day
and you
for
don't
me.
shit your pants. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I think that's overrated and we don't actually what I read is we don't have a right to affordable food. And you know where I read that? I read that in the Wall Street Journal Free Expression, in an article titled
Incredible segue, Nat.
An article titled
I love Karl Marx.
Yeah, exactly the opposite. It's called Dynamic Pricing is Good, Actually. Accurate information is key to economic efficiency. So,
op-ed pages now, they're just articles that are written to justify clickbait headlines. All they are is they have like a tweet that's rage bait, and they're like, you know what? Actually, I'm going to write an article supporting that instead and reach that conclusion somehow.
And you know what?
Because there's no way that someone with the fucking brain actually organically comes up with that and then titles it after they've reached these conclusions.
Yeah, so I subscribe to the Wall Street Journal Free Expression because I hate myself, but I also do like...
Because you believe in free expression, man. Yeah. That's why I subscribe to the free
emails.
Press.
And I'm sure they don't, but I call them fucking Zionist, genocide-loving piece of shit losers, and I hate them, and they're fucking idiots and all this kind of stuff. And it feels good because it's like a comment section, and it feels good to write it.
That's how I responded to texts from Marie Gluesenkamp Perez. And I was like, stop taking money from the Israel lobby or never talk to me again.
To serve your Southwest Washington podunk nowhere. Me. What does Israel ever do for fucking
what is Israel doing for Longview?
Washington. Yeah. So this article, I get a free expression thing. It comes in my email inbox. So when I wake up in the morning, I usually see,
ready
it's
to get
there,
mad.
and I check it. But honestly, it does make me mad for sure, but it more kind of makes me laugh, honestly. It kind of makes me laugh at how unbelievably stupid the people writing this are, or just how lazy, how incredibly lazy this is. It is amazing. Oh, how little effort. It's just so low effort slop. So, okay. I just want to read you this. They're not very long. They're just like Wall Street. It's like all just
blog,
opinions, and they're all written by the dumbest people you've ever heard of. So step aside, AI data centers. The American left has a new economic boogeyman. So already off to a great start. To hear Senator Elizabeth Warren tell it, dynamic pricing is the biggest scam since Madoff. She has her war bonnet in a twist at the idea that brick and mortar retailers could do what e-commerce sellers have been doing for decades. And then guess what, Doug? There's a tweet. There's a tweet from Elizabeth Warren. We should all be worried about dynamic pricing. That's when companies change their prices in real time. If it's hot out, the cost of ice cream could go up. If it's cold, tea bags could go up. It's a way for giant companies to squeeze you even more. Which I'm like, that's not even that's not even vitriol or anything. It's like such a, she's talking about ice cream and hot tea.
Yeah, super
guys.
milk toast.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm glad that she fights for us. She's like whatever. I like Elizabeth Warren, but it's like, you're offended by that? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay. So a market economy is a complex web of producers and consumers. Buyers are sometimes sellers and vice versa. Okay. Ice cream doesn't grow on trees. Somebody has to make it using milk, sugar, and energy, none of which are free. The prices of these inputs are constantly changing, as are the costs associated with running an ice cream shop that employs workers, rents space, pays for electricity, and must carry insurance.
Who is this for?
How? And it's like, so does the insurance company change their prices every single day?
Yeah.
No? You pay the same for whatever. How can anyone with a brain think the price of ice cream should never go up? Great argument. Miss Warren.
The Wall Street Journal, the leading economic minds of the United States.
Miss Warren hates economic complexity because she's trying to sell a simple story of exploitation. Giant companies are trying to squeeze you. They'll take your last dime in exchange for a half-ripe watermelon. This is paranoia breaded in stupidity and fried in ignorance.
What?
Prices aren't trickery. They are indispensable information. Without good prices, everyone flies blind. Producers don't know what to produce, and consumers don't know how much to consume. An economy must have the dialogue of price feedback, or everything falls apart. Maybe that's what Miss Warren is secretly rooting for. If you've ever been to a seafood restaurant where the catch of the day is marked MP for market price, you've experienced dynamic pricing. The cost of fresh fish pulled from the ocean fluctuates constantly. What restaurants have to pay their seafood suppliers depends on a host of inputs. The cost of fuel, labor and refrigeration, the seasonal availability of certain species of fish, and yes, even the weather, which can affect the work of fishing boats and delivery trucks. To account for all these variables, the restaurant updates prices in as close to real time as possible. Ask your server.
Real
He'll tell
time?
you what the market
Once a day,
what the
bro.
market price
Once a
is.
day.
Yeah, and lobster is the
Jesus.
same as getting food for your family at the grocery store.
Yeah.
He'll
We
tell
all
you
know
what the
about
market
buying
price
fish
is.
at market
Yeah.
price at an expensive
I know.
seafood restaurant. It's like, yeah, I've seen that on menus, and I've literally never ordered it in my entire life. Are you kidding me?
I get the one with the price tag associated with it.
Yeah.
So,
'Cause
ask-
it's a market.
Ask your server. He'll tell you what the market price is, and you can make an informed decision. That's the opposite of squeezing you. That's giving it to you straight. Okay, this is my favorite. There is no human right to low prices. If it's hot outside, the price of ice cream should go up. But prices don't only go up, they come down as well. What Ms. Warren and her populist friends never seem to consider is that any business in a competitive market has an obvious incentive to get prices right. When a price is too high, there's no sale and therefore no profit, which is why producers are in business in the first place. If the price is too low, the result is empty shelves, which sounds like you sold all of your product.
Yeah.
Actually, so whatever.
And you still
Then
made
nobody-
money. Because you didn't
Then
set
nobody
prices
gets any
underneath
ice
your
cream,
profit margin.
no matter how hot it is. And it's like, then how did it sell out?
Everyone got ice cream.
It's first come, first serve, brother.
all
It feels like
all
feels like
pricing is
he's,
dynamic
like-
pricing. Oh,
well, yeah, and
he's
it feels like
amongst
he's
them.
like arguing for like grocery stores to operate like the stock market, which is insane.
Well, it's just he's
wait,
just
I have
doing-
just like
Oh,
I have
yeah.
three
Okay.
sentences left. All pricing is dynamic pricing, or should be. Accurate prices are the key to economic efficiency, which is the key to ensuring that a society's resources are put to their best possible uses.
Yeah.
Prices are all that stand between us and the barter system. If Miss Warren thinks that would be an improvement, she's wrong.
Okay.
That's the
How
article.
about you write the article about that? About why for-profit capitalism and for-profit pricing is better than the barter system, asshole. But it's like
People can't get rich off of that.
all he's doing is just explaining capitalism. It's just like explaining supply and demand curves, but like it is a he, right? Who I forget who wrote this.
It's
I don't know.
Matthew Hennessy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, but still doesn't have the fucking guts to actually say what he's saying, which is that these things don't have an actual value other than how much profit it can make for the owner. That is all. There is no, like, explaining that, oh, someone has to get the sugar and someone has to get the milk. That's completely irrelevant to the argument that you're making. Like, that does not matter because they could,
And-
someone has to buy all this stuff and someone has to put in the labor. Yeah, those costs remain fixed. It's like, okay, how about we start dynamically
wage go
pricing
up?
our labor? Are you going to
Yeah.
like that? No, of course not. You're going to
So when
say
it's hot out and I work in an ice cream
communism.
factory, I get a $30 an hour raise or what?
Yeah,
Like, do
exactly.
I get
It's like, no,
it just is like
all that's moving is the profit margin for the seller. And to kind of hand wave that away in the beginning somehow by saying people can be buyers and they can be sellers. No, they can't. That's not how capitalism works. And you already explained that through the entire rest of your post. Like,
I think saying there's no human right to low prices. It's like, if it's hot outside, the price of ice cream should go up. And it's like,
why?
I think the question that I have, and I have been wanting to actually say this on the show, because I said it to Umberto the other day, I was like, so do capitalists think that capitalism is good for the consumer? Or is it just good for profits?
That's what I mean when I'm saying,
because there is a difference.
When I'm saying he doesn't have the guts to come out and actually say what is being implied here. Because, you take economics courses, and at its most basic, that they will continue to hammer on for whatever reason, because you're in a business class and they're all easy and they're all for stupid people like me in college. It's like you're still talking about supply and demand curves, and it's like it's just this given from the very beginning that higher demand against the supply, higher demand raises the price, and that's why these curves meet at the point that determines your price. But it's like that's only because higher demand means you can charge more, so you do. It means that
not because you should.
There is no value inherent in your product that you're selling. Yeah, it's like you don't have to, but you do. Well, the demand goes up, so now this thing's $1,000. This is rare, so it costs more. It's like, and it's not just. It's like, oh, you weed out people that can't afford it or something. It's like, no, it's because you can make more money on it. You have potential losses if you sell it at a profit at a lower price. You lost money in their mind.
And he just totally hand waves away that it's like giant companies are trying to squeeze you. They'll take your last dime in exchange for half price, and it's like,
yes,
yeah,
yes,
exactly.
They just
1,000% will.
It's like, and you just advocated for that in your article. You said this is what they do and what they should do. They will take your last dime for whatever piece of shit they can give you.
And I'm like, people are flying blind without dynamic pricing. Isn't this brand new? It's like how I feel like guys have been making a profit off of the food that mothers need to buy for their children for quite a long time now without the help of dynamic pricing. I don't know if you ever heard of the Kroger sort of thing where it's like, I think that they're doing actually okay. Without any extra help from AI and dynamic pricing and all that. But I feel like it's is it not worth it to mention at all in this that people have to eat food to survive?
That's why he goes with ice cream and not bread.
But he's saying that's what he's saying that his argument is trying to say, and this is what I feel like capitalists try to say, is that it's good for consumers. But he is making the argument that it's just because of profits. It says it should go up because then I can make more money because more people want it. And I just had this breakdown to Umberto the other day. I was like, I don't understand supply and demand. I think it's so fucking stupid. I don't get why. I don't understand it. I don't get it. And no matter how many times it's been explained to me, it just really, it at least doesn't make sense as a system for a society to function on. Because it doesn't take into account the fact that we have to eat food.
It's because because they lie to you. I mean, the capitalist hegemony.
Umberto? No,
no, the capitalist. It's like history is written by the winners. Economics is written by the capitalists, by the owners. So they say no, it is good for you. It doesn't matter the fact that it's just not right. It's good for them. So they tell you it's good for you. It's just straight. I mean, that's what's funny though is like you can say it's like, well, this guy isn't really taking into account what we're actually talking about with dynamic pricing, wherein like AI is scraping all of your personal data collected from everywhere you walk, and they're taking it off your cell phone and the amount of time that you spend on a page on their app, and combining it probably with like flock camera data from when you got to the store, and doing all of this stuff to dynamically price. But it's like, the thing is, I almost kind of agree with him that it's regular pricing as a structure, as he explains it. Sure, technically, that's dynamic pricing too. The market price of these fish. It's like, but the problem is this version now that everyone obviously hates, that seems so horrific, that scraping all this AI data to be able to do it by the minute is just the expected end result of this system. The fact that ice cream prices go up when it's hot only eventually leads to this dynamic pricing system, because it's just more and more and more intensely pricing. It is the same thing. And it's like, but the problem is it's all bad.
Yeah. And like I think that like it's really funny that he even brought up bartering, because like the reality is like that like haggling with someone is like a very like human thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like a street vendor is still going to do dynamic pricing based on what is going on in the environment that day, but the difference is like there's a person in front of him and they can conversate and like discuss and decide on a price. But like Walmart doing that while after you picked up a product, and like by the time you get to the fucking checkout and it's cost $5 more, and you don't have a choice
AI
other
says
than
you'll
to leave
still
it.
pay that. Yeah.
And
because they have all your personal data.
And it's just like,
and
but I just think it's the inevitable result of what he advocates for.
Yeah.
In what, it's like ice cream. It's like,
exactly.
Yes, that is also bad, because it leads to exactly what you're trying to defend here. And that's why, I mean, let's see, what is it? That's
Capitalism
why
I love Karl Marx.
I mean, because he explained this so long ago, because he knew more about capitalism than any of these schmucks ever will, and knew so much about the philosophy and economics of it but actually like admits to its faults, like says this is how it's set up. This is why we reach these points where we feel like all the consumers or the workers, the non-capitalists, have to regulate away these issues that are only inevitable conclusions of the dialectical opposing forces within the system.
yeah.
I mean, that's
I feel like dynamic pricing with AI and like down to the minute and to the moment, to the second, to the person is exactly like what you're saying. We just keep going down there. It's like a joke about quarterly profits, like that everything is based on a quarter. And it's like, you guys have gotten to the point where it's like down to the minute. Yeah. Down to the minute. You can't just be like, yeah, our ice cream sales go up in the summer, so we raise our prices a little bit from May to October. Yeah, it's like Danae said, it's like turning it into a stock market, and it's like, guys, can we at least have some things that are like this bread? Because I'm such a fucking communist, I just want to go to the store and be like, bread, milk, with no brands. Because it's like, can there be something that's not impacted by this? Because you know what? What about people using EBT? What about people on these everyone I feel like is on a pretty
Strict
set income,
People
but
on
some people
strict
are
Social
budget,
Security.
impossible
very
now.
strict. Yes. It's like, can we have one thing that they can get at the store that is every single time pretty much the same price, or no? Nothing is off limits. Humans are not entitled to low prices. And the next article, just by the way, in Free Expression, flock cameras help keep communities safe.
Oh my God.
I feel like there's also an aspect of this that is like encouraging, like wanting to have dynamic prices actually encourages more online shopping behavior. So like rather than going to Walmart in person and risking ending up spending a bunch of money that you weren't expecting to spend, you're going to put your cart together in the Walmart app and you're going to order it for delivery or for pickup. And you're going to reduce Walmart's
you're gonna help automate more of their workforce away.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
And like it's like giving like if you want to move your clientele to more automation, like that's the way to do it.
And then once
and
the majority of people are doing
you gotta take out the community
it online,
aspect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you don't know your
even have
neighbors and you don't get to have a
together.
conversation and you're just depressed and then you end up killing yourself.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know how they profit off that, but I'm sure they do.
and then they compost your body and feed it to a data center.
Yeah.
so that a rich guy can talk to an AI girlfriend and not ever have to be next to another human being. But it's like now we don't even have that paid for third space. Or it's the grocery store where I get to like say hello to someone and ask them how they're doing in line.
It's like have a nice little, these are my neighbors.
And then once 80% of your clientele is doing it all online, it's way easier to start dynamically pricing them. Because you're on the app, you've already signed over your personal info just by telling them that, yes, I agree to these terms to use this app. That is the way that I get food for my family. And so now they're probably tracking your Google searches too. It's all going to a data broker, and all of these companies are buying all the data.
These motherfucking alpha males loving AI. That's how you're going to get food for your family is dynamic pricing. Oh my God. You pathetic fucking loser. Your village would have let you starve, motherfucker. You would have been left out. You wouldn't have been able to defend yourself. You're a little worthless, coward, little piece of shit bitch. All you men who love AI like this and think you're some kind of man. Fuck you. Disgusting. Disgusting.
But
In other news,
have you considered
socialism is when no car.
So
no car.
It's true.
There's that.
I was trying to actually look up this guy, like see if I could find his Wikipedia or something. It doesn't exist. It doesn't have a
Matthew
Wikipedia.
Hennessy?
Yeah.
That means it's not a real person.
I mean, he has
Probably,
3 books written, but
he probably has I think he might have.
He
the
wrote a
Twitter and
book
stuff is like Wall Street
on
Journal.
economics, which is funny because I don't think he has a degree in economics.
He just says, well, maybe Miss Warren wants actually the failure of our society. Maybe she'd like the collapse of our economy. It's like, yeah, what an economic take.
What do you like, man? What do you want? How do you think the world is
What were
good
your dreams
right
as
now?
a child?
Yeah.
You know? What did you ever have
what do you want to accomplish?
Goals? Yeah.
Guys, he wrote a book called 0 Hour for Gen X. How the last adult generation can save America from millennials.
God.
Matthew Hennessy
to
calls
a
on
pretty small
Generation
group
X to take a stand against tech-obsessed millennials, apathetic baby boomers,
Tech-obsessed?
utopian Silicon Valley visionaries, and the menace to top them all, the soft totalitarian conspiracy known as the Internet of Things.
When did he write that?
I don't know, but literally dynamic pricing is only possible because of the Internet of Things.
Yes, because
that's literally what the Internet of Things is for.
Yeah.
You know what?
Gen
I
X
think
guys like Peter Thiel are going to save us from this.
Everyone who writes for Wall Street Journal Free Expression, now that you say that, I bet is Gen X. It is so much that. They are baby boomers. I got a lot of sympathy for them, honestly. Genuinely hard time for them growing up with their dads being in World War II and stuff. Mm-hmm. Brutal. Gen X.
You wrote it in 2018, by the way.
Fuck you.
I wrote it in 2018. Oh my God, what a dork. He's already changed his ways, or just doesn't realize it.
I think it's crazy.
You know what's funny?
What a loser.
I was looking at Conservapedia. I don't know if this guy's in there.
Conservapedia mention.
It was kind of funny. I just went over to the in the news sidebar, which is always like just these crazy right-wing headlines and Breitbart links and stuff like that. And I was so surprised. It was kind of funny. I was like, oh, first one in the news. We admire the Brazilian media, which, quote, unite against sports gambling money. Okay. Wow. Kind of based.
Wow.
All right.
That would be nice.
Second one is about Hayden Panettiere's death. Her overdose evidence, rest in peace. The next one, uncharted territory. Second largest reservoir in the U.S. plunges to a record low as water shortage worsens. Wow. No, that's news. That's what is this, left wing?
That's like legitimately news.
The next one, South Korean president wants to talk with North Korea to end the Korean War. Trump cancels joint military exercises with South Korea. Wow.
I saw that.
Yeah, but I mean, like all these, it's like, where's the right-wing
real
nonsense?
News. Yeah.
De-dollarization update. Deutsche Bank becomes Europe's first bank to dump the dollar and settle accounts directly with China in Chinese currency.
Did someone take over this site?
Bait and switch. One of the biggest new data centers, 612 megawatts in Australia, abandons its plan to cool with recycled water. What? It's like, did someone take over this? Like, it's all these, like, stories about horrible capitalism and war. 12-point increase to 61% of public opposing new data centers. New York Times. Public outrage over data centers is, Chinese and Russian propaganda. One town just halted construction that had begun. The next one, Kalshi ordered to shut down sports gambling in Washington State. And then
I saw that one.
Yeah, you can't do that here in Washington.
Oh, what happened here?
Talking about that.
Caroline Levin
Did
quits.
this change? Because it was really funny. I was like, man, these it's kind of funny. It's like stuff that I would be interested in reading. I was even reading about that data center in Australia. But then it was immediately after that, God dang it. Now it's changed. It was so funny when it was right after that data center thing. It said conservative movie Spider-Man Homecoming or whatever the new one is. Hits number one at the box office. And I was like, conservative movie Spider-Man? I was like, what are you talking about? And it just had a link to like the word conservative and a link to a story about the Spider-Man movie, not talking about how it's a conservative movie.
Conservative Spider-Man, yeah. They'll get you like that.
Wow, yeah.
I mean, the Spider-Man movie was super pro-police and pro-mass surveillance.
Sure. All of them are. All of those Marvel movies are. Yeah, at least pro-police, at least.
It was. It was like even more so. I don't know. It always is with Marvel, but like it was like super like pro NYPD and like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like very like. Flock is good because we can catch bad guys with it.
Dang, how
like
did
to me though, it's like
I still loved it.
The flock, like that's the argument on the right. That they're like, well, we can catch bad guys, and I'm like, yeah, wow, that's so helpful for those people that were already shot and killed. I'm sure that will
Yeah.
help them be less dead now that you caught the guys that shot and killed them. Wow, thank God for those cameras. They really stopped that shooting from happening.
And how long ago were you guys going on and on about 1984? Are you fucking crazy? Like, to then turn around and be like, well, it keeps us safe. If you're not doing anything bad, you have nothing to worry about. It's like, did you even read that book?
No,
Like, what's his name? Michael Knowles and Dave Rubin talking about 1984. That was like 5 years ago. And it's like,
Education is on the decrease.
Illiteracy is on the rise.
Yeah.
But I know we're just about out of time, so time for a quick celebration. How much I just laughed at Tim Pool rage quitting Jubilee. It was so incredibly funny to watch him just be an absolute digging his heels in motherfucking idiot and walk out like he owned the place while everyone is literally jeering and laughing at him and clapping the guy that was talking
put a
to him.
beanie on.
That's right. It was really nice just to see. Tim Pool is one of the dumbest people out there. So it's not hard to like beat him in a battle of wits or anything, but it was fun to just see him give up like a baby, you know? It's like fun to like bully these horrible people, and it's fun to embarrass them. So I think shout out to Tim Pool for being such a fucking loser.
Tim Pool.
Yeah.
You left, and
It's because you're an honorless, lying little turd.
as R.M. Brown always calls him a child. He's like a child that somehow has like 600,000 viewers on his channel. And like, I was thinking, it's like, because all these right-wing figures and stuff, how sometimes the things that they say, it's like legitimately stupid or ignorant, but then, you know, or someone like Ben Shapiro, where it's like, you can't even believe that he's legitimately that stupid. There has to, I mean, he has motivation to be saying these things, you know? But it's like Tim Pool, I'm like, no, he's genuinely the dumbest man in right-wing politics, like the dumbest man in politics. They say Dave Rubin is, but it's funny because we just had Dave Rubin look like a fucking moron on Jubilee, and now Tim Pool look like a moron on Jubilee. And when I was hearing some of the Tim Pool stuff, I was thinking, you know, Dave Rubin's like this empty vessel kind of stupid. It's really hollow. And Tim Pool is like this thunking your wet watermelon head against a brick wall kind of stupid. They're two different feelings of stupid. Where it's
and being like, when someone says, "Do you want to stop doing that? It looks like it hurts." I'm like, no, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
You're
what are you, triggered?
You think that hurts? Yeah. Oh, sorry, I triggered you by bashing my brains out against the wall.
Just being a moderate. Sorry if that hurts your feelings, leftist. Oh man. Ugh.
I'm sorry, Inane Blather. I'm not the best at living my life.
Well, love you guys.
So, it's fun.
Awesome.
Schadenfreude to you.
Happy Schadenfreude.
Nothing like a good New York slice.
Nothing like a good New York Schadenfreude.
I said that the other day. Nothing like a New York slice. I said, what the helly? What the helly? So,
well,
Inane
shout out to
Blather.
Conservapedia, Inane Blather. Shout out to the not Washington Post, Wall Street Journal. What is it?
Free expression.
Free expression. Yeah.
Doug, what's our voicemail phone number again?
20. Did I say 509 earlier? 206-588-6746.
Call us and leave us a message.
588-6746.
Also, shout out to the Free Press. Like I opened it up and scrolled through to see if there was something stupid that we could read about, but they were all too dark and like I didn't even want to open them. Just it's a picture of a black guy with Trump
something.
is their best hope to avoid going back to prison. And then some lady in a courtroom with the headline, "She killed her 3 children. Is she guilty?"
They were talking about her on the NYP too.
Yeah, that one's not.
It's really sad.
I don't love
exactly.
that.
It's like, what kind of these rage bait headlines? It's all they are.
Yeah.
It's like
click, click, click.
she's a woman who murdered her children. she's not well. We don't need to do a deep dive on that.
Yeah.
You're
they've
unwell.
They've been doing a deep dive in court on it.
Killed your kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of too bad. I can't imagine that's. I mean, hey. Sure, she's got to be held accountable, obviously, but it's like, how much do we need to know about this, guys? It's like, let's not talk about kids getting murdered so much. It's
also,
just a
the
huge
surveillance
failure of the
camera
system.
America loves to hate. Of course, there's a pro-Flock thing in there, too. So, fuck Flock.
Yeah.
Take him down.
If only she had Flock in her house, it would have stopped her from killing her kids. Oh, wait, no, it just would have recorded it happening.
I can't wait till we live in Minority Report. It's going to be so great when they have
that's what I got from that movie. Yeah, what I got from that movie, that'd be awesome to live like that.
I might
yeah!
I might get to meet Tom Cruise. That'd be sick.
I could be like...
Every time I'm in traffic, though, I'm thinking about iRobot when I'm in traffic, and I'm just wishing that there was like all of the cars were just going the same.
Just whizzing.
It's called public transit.
You know?
Yeah, iRobot is pro everyone having public transit.
Yes.
Because
socialism is when no car.
No car.
Hey, there it is.
Socialism is when all bus.
All car.
All bus.
Yeah. All bus, no car. That's Andrew Callahan's new show.
Okay.
But all right.
All right. Love you.
Bye-bye. Bitches
Bye-bye.
leave.